Hey guys, Brandon back with DSC. I got my SGC order back and I'm going to be opening it up and showing you and telling you all the details about it today. You can see where I packaged these cards in this video right here. When I first sent these cards out, I sent them on a 20-day, $10 a card, mostly all PC. When I sent them July 13th, I said to a bunch of people, I said, look, if SGC gets my cards back, these are 20-day business day, supposedly turnaround. If they get them back to me in 40 days, I might use SGC a lot. That just wasn't the case. I sent these out on July 13th. I got them back November 19th. It's about 95 business days last time I checked. So yeah, they dropped the ball. So let me go over just a few quick things. Pros with SGC were pricing, $10 a card. I really like the slabs. I think they look a little better than BGS. They definitely look better than PSAs. The only one that I think beats it out is the BGS Black Label. So pro there, pricing, pro, slab, right? The big con with SGC was always resale value. I think basketball was typically hovering around 80 or 90% resale value to like a PSA 10. Baseball holds pretty tight, but then football and basketball have recently just kind of dropped to about 50 to 60% resale value for PSA 10, which is killer when you're trying to make money off of these, right? So the thing that SGC had going for it early on was turnaround times. They had always stuck to them, and pricing, right? So if you wanted your card slapped quickly and get them back for a reasonable price, they were the ones to go. They've recently done things that have just eliminated this altogether. So I really don't know how they're going to compete going forward. I have 3 orders at SGC. This is the first one that came back. They recently price hiked to $15 a card. Doesn't make sense, right? If I'm gonna wait 90 business days, why am I not going to send to PSA on a value sub for around the same price, sometimes less? I really don't know why they did that. It's kind of comical. The only reason I can come up with is that they're throwing in the towel and saying, we can't keep up, don't send us your cards anymore, like we're underwater. Like that's the only way you could read into it, when they think they can charge as much as PSA, have similar turnaround times and less resale value. Kind of crazy. But let me go ahead and show you the cards, and I'll talk what I see the pros and cons here. Yeah, so the first thing off the bat, I noticed these are packaged just really well. They come in this box. I took a lot of the packaging out. They had rubber bands around the card. They had sleeves on both the edge cards so they weren't getting roughed up. And then they had the invoice in here, and this is when I first realized that they're upcharging. Well, they're not upcharging. They're charging $15 per card now instead of 10. So you can see in my order it says service fee $225. I sent 15 cards for $10 a card. I'm like, that's wrong. I paid $175, right? And then you can see what happened, right? So 15 cards times 15. 15 cards times 15 is $250. But you see customer paid $175, and I will say that's good. They're not upcharging you. They're not charging you the extra $5, which I appreciated. Then you'll notice 65 to 70 business days. That was not like that when I originally shipped the cards. Just craziness there. They weren't even close. I mean, they were at 95 business days. I had emailed a representative of FGC in late September. I wasn't in a rush. I was very nice about it. I was like, look, I sent something in July. I'm just kind of wondering what you think the estimated date is. I'll get the cards back. It's a 15 card order. Here's the order number. They responded very quickly, were very polite about it. And he's like, look, if everything holds to where we think it is, you'll get them mid-October, right? Which I think was around that 65, 70 business day mark, but they were not close. Again, we're at 95 business days. That's the other thing I'll get into. The grading, I would say, is more strict than PSA. I'd say they're on par with BGS. They just don't hand out 10s, right? But I will say it's a little erratic, and I'll get into why. First, we have a Jrue Holiday rookie card. Of course, I get this back, and he gets traded to the Bucks. So I might sell this one now, or I might keep it. Jrue Holiday is actually one of my favorite players. Definitely think he's one of the most underrated guards in the game. But yeah, I didn't think this was going to get a 9.5. I honestly thought this was going to get an 8. I think I sent my other one to PSA that I thought was better. So we'll see there. And then this is what I mean about erratic. So when I sent this card, I did not think it would get a 10. I was kind of praying it would get a 9, right? I know it has a bad corner, and you can't really see it, but up in the top right, it just hit. It's just bummed, right? And I was like, man, this is just not gonna do good. But this is the only one that got a 10. So it just seems erratic to me. So red, white, and blue Devin White Prizm, big LSU guy. Let me give me some of those. All the cases are in really good shape. I didn't have any, like BGS, I had some issues with cases. They all looked in really good shape, and they all stack really nicely, which is cool. Tredavious white rookie, red, white, and blue. This got a 9. I thought this card was really clean. I think it's a little off center. That's probably what knocked it. And this is another erratic one. So this card, it's Drew Brees Lazer Prizm. This card got sent to me. I paid $6 for this card, but when I got it, it was literally almost bent in half inside. It had came out the top loader and started to bend around the top loader. They sent it to me in a white envelope. And you can't see it on camera, but there's a ridge going across kind of his number plate of where the card bent. And it got a 9.5. So there isn't much surface damage to the card from that, but I didn't know if they would take that into account or not. I sent this. Josh Hart's one of my favorite players too. Big Pelicans guy. Got a 9 on that. I expected, this is the lowest graded card. I expected this. This is just a really cool card. I mean, you can see every corner's damaged, edges are damaged, there's surface damage, but this card's from 1979. It's a Topps Coca-Cola version of Archie Manning. I just thought it was really cool. This is probably one of the higher worth cards. This is a silver Prizm from Panini Select, Michael Thomas. I thought this was going to get a 10, but again, I think maybe being a little off center killed it. So 9.5. I've had these 3, and you can see there is some consistency here. So the ones that were center did 9.5. There's not much surface issues on these cards, and the one that's off center did an 8.5. And I think that was just too off center for their liking. Awesome card I got for free. I bought some boxes at a card shop in Pensacola, and he threw this card in. So Tremont Waters in his LSU uniform. That's the other pro I'll say about SGC. They grade your autos for free. Some people request that they don't grade the autos, but they do it for free. There's no upcharge. The silver Prizm, Tredavious white. Pulled that out of the pack. This is Archie Manning's rookie card. I knew this was going to do about 7, 8. Wouldn't have been surprised if it got a 6. But 7, I'll take it. And again, this one will stay with me for a very long time. And then the last one is Jamal Adams. Auto, rookie, in his Jets uniform. I think this is an orange. That's a bronze. I thought it was numbered. No, don't see a number. But this is a cool card. I was going to get it graded by PSA, but they had just upped their prices, so I was like, I'm not going to sell this card. I'm going to keep it. It's not really worth much, but cool card to have in the collection. Yeah. So overall, I'm satisfied with the SGC service. I just really think they dropped the ball. You know, they came on Cardboard Chronicles and they said, we stick to our turnaround times. You'll get your cards back in 20 business days. And that's really what sold me into sending the cards, right? And then when they didn't get it back in 20 business days, I said, okay, they still have the advantage of being the cheapest on the market with a reasonable turnaround time, right? You can't get a card back unless you go GMA in the $10 to $20 range, less than 4 months, right? So as long as they stick around $10, I'll send all my PC stuff there. I really like the slabs. I really like the look. The grading is reasonable. It's a little strict, but it's reasonable. But then they go and they up their prices. And that only thing that can tell me is that they're throwing in the towel there. So if their prices are going to stay at $15, I won't be sending anything else to SGC. I'm just going to, there's only one grading card company today that I think makes any sense now, and that's PSA. Reasonable pricing, really the best resale value on the market. Grading is not as strict, but you know, you're going to get majority 9, majority 10s. You might have 1 or 2 or 3, maybe 4 out of your order that are going to fall below that. Some stuff you missed. They're consistent. And the only drawback I see with PSA is really the case could be improved. But what's to say PSA doesn't go and improve their cases? Go ahead, comment, like, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. We just passed 500 subscribers. I think we're at 550 now, which is awesome. We're on the road to 1,000. My goal is to have 1,000 in a year, and we're almost there. Well, halfway there. So I really appreciate all the support so far, guys. I hope you find this valuable. I have a PSA bulk order that's coming in next week, so that'll probably be the next video. Clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose. And remember, always buy what you love. Talk to you later, guys.